everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. Just down here by the pig farm, cultivating up our plowed field. As we get this little section left, we're going to head over to the over the sheds there, and we're going to pick up our 6R and our John Deere grill. We're going to head into town. We need to top it off with seed and fertilizer. Then we're going to start planting our winter wheat today. Our big old disc back here. Our rusted case Steiger. Seems to be that the only time we ever use her anymore is to cultivate up our fields. Kind of in pseudo-retirement, this tractor is. And she is a fuel hog, for sure. Message down here. I have to say, why does, I don't know why Courseplay defaults to have that little mini HUD on. I would think more people would find it annoying and want to turn it off constantly than to leave it on, but at any rate. Something else I wanted to ask you guys, kind of out of character, if you will, is how do you run the game? Do you run the game in full screen mode or windowed mode? I typically run the game in windowed mode, or what they call full screen window mode, basically so that I can kind of alt tab between windows when I need to, and the game stays up. But what I'm finding as of late, possibly ever since maybe it was before I upgraded the computer, but what I'm finding as of late, more and more disturbing or distracting, is that the game will lose cursor focus, and I'll find the mouse cursor just kind of wandering around on one of my other screens. So my typical gameplay configuration is my main monitor, which I think is a 37-inch, maybe it's a 32-inch Acer 1440p 144 hertz monitor. Got a little bit of a curve to it, but at any rate, that is my main game screen directly in front of me. And then on either side, I've got 27-inch 1080p screens. And what I'll see is the cursor just wandering around on the left or right screen when I use the mouse, to look around or whatever, and it gets a little bit annoying. So I have to right click and then bring it back into the game screen, or click into the game screen and basically make it take focus again. I'm a little curious, for those that are running multi-monitor setups, do you run the game in full screen? Or do you run the game in windowed mode? And more specifically, have you found kind of what I'm calling the wandering cursor? Found the arrow, your cursor arrow, just wandering around on one of the other screens when you're moving the mouse around, panning the camera around in game. It's a little annoying. I think this is the only game that I've had it do it to. And I don't know if it just seems more prevalent as of late. Maybe I need to take out course play and see if it's still doing it. This tractor with the more fuel usage mod, burning 100 liters an hour, and our sad fuel tank says it only holds 80 liters. So this particular tractor just blows through the fuel. Kind of works for a really old school tractor like this. Fair bit of horsepower, but in order to get that horsepower, it has got to guzzle the diesel. This would be one reason why the farmer would kind of relegate this to, you know, the minimal amount of work as possible if they're going to keep it around. So basically, what we're doing is possibly what a real farmer would do, would be just to relegate this old beast of a tractor to disc work. Let it pull a disc. Does the job well, but don't use it to seed or do anything else with respect to field work. Definitely don't use it to haul around a chaser trailer. And that's going to finish us for that. Hold up our big disc here. 375. Job is done for another year, as is the case. Wash them both off and put them away. Let them rest for another year. For that poor thing. Poor tractor's got a cassette deck in it. Back in the day, this was what you used. All right. So dirty you can't even read the numbers on it. That's all right. Got the John Deere already sitting over here. Need to make our final connections here. Hook it up. Looks like it's already hooked up, but yeah, we're going to use our John Deere drill here. It's got fertilizer tanks on the back. Need to run into town and basically put some seed in this thing and put some fertilizer in it. Then I guess we're going to get to planting our winter barley. I misspoke earlier. Remember, the plan is to put barley into those 2 fields that we just bought. We've got we put our digestate down on those. So after we're done feeding, we should have most of our fertilizing regimen done, and we'll just need to kind of put probably a coat of fertilizer or a spray fertilizer on it, maybe sometime this spring. This poor tractor hasn't gotten much use. Kind of been relegated to feeding our pigs. running into town every week or so and getting another load of pig food. Again, we're gonna drastically reduce our pig food consumption in spring when we haul them all off to market and make the Smithfield plant plenty busy. They have quite the demand for bacon and ham and all those other glorious items. To kind of catch you up on the goings and the comings and the goings, BGA has officially ceased operations. They have completed processing all of the silage, barring them finding silage from someone else. They are pretty much done. The Razwood facility is pretty much done until we are in a position to haul some more sugar beets down to them. We have nearly 1 million liters of compost cooking. That'll be ready later this winter. Since we had to get bulk fertilizer, we might as well just top off with seed over here. But the only thing the BGA is going to be doing is contract digestate spreading, possibly for other farmers. Now that we've kind of got our fertilized regimen already done for most of our fields. Still trying to finalize, I should say, our planting regimen. I've said earlier, we're going to probably put corn in most of these fields down here by the roadside. Now we're putting barley in these 2 new fields that we bought. Thankfully, we've got plenty of time to really figure out what is going on. Let's just swing through the compost bunker here, and I'll kind of just visually let you see what we've got going on. There's our mound. Almost 1 million liters cooking. That'll keep us plenty busy for sure. I think we'll start over here with our barley. I've already got our pickup truck and our seed supply trailer parked up here by the grain bin to top us off when we need to be topped off. Get ourselves lined up. Good. Down. On. And off we go. First seed in the ground for next year. Achievement unlocked. I was hoping this tractor was equipped with GPS. That'll make a much more efficient use of seed. There we have our new seed hopper. Ready and waiting with plenty of seed. We're going to be at this probably for the next couple hours. Put the seed in the ground. We'll need to come back by sometime in the spring and spray for weeds. I don't know how much the other farmer did as far as weed management. Like we're starting to get some weeds cropping up here and there. Definitely don't want to let it go too terrible long. What a perfect time to well, see what we can hear on the radio. See how much of this field we can hammer out in the next few hours. I'll be back with you. Well, we are just about out of seed. I think we might have enough to complete this pass. We're going to have to get our seed topped off so we can finish up the field. We got a fair bit of the field done already, as you can see. No, it looks like we are going to run ourselves out just before. Just going to have to come back and finish up this little run. We got a fair bit of the field done already. If I can't get this pipe swung out here. Rollers are somewhere around here. Oh, they're on this side. All right. If we can't get this cedar topped off and get back to work. I think we'll have enough fertilizer to finish off these two fields for sure. Can't believe we had just enough, or just didn't have enough. Finish off that run. Guys, we're going to go ahead and finish this field up. Finish up this other field. And I know we're going to put oats in behind the horses. We'll have to see what else we might be planting this winter. And we'll have to figure out what we might be doing to keep ourselves busy. I know we got a ton of wood chips we need to haul off. That'll probably take us a good day to do. I think we're going to hold off on that for a couple more days, and soon prices are going to be peaking for some of our crops we have in storage. So it's soon time for our annual big sell-off of grain also. We got a lot of money flowing in here. Might see if we can't pick up field number 5. We talked about that one quite a while ago, about having some interest in it. I don't recall what the farmer was asking for, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap. Probably need every bit of $1 million for that field. Until next time, happy farming.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.